San Diego, with 235,000 military veterans, every day could be Veterans Day. We honored those vets this week with a parade and other ceremonies, but according to a recent report, 26,000 vets want help from the VA Medical Center here. Joining me to discuss challenges faced by our local veteran community is Tony Perry, San Diego Bureau Chief for the Los Angeles Times. Welcome back, Tony.
My pleasure.
What are you hearing about how recent vets are faring in San Diego?
If we talk the Iraq and Afghanistan veterans, there are issues. Unemployment is an issue. We've all heard about traumatic brain injury as an issue, PTSD, post-traumatic stress, and the whole system, be the VA system, the active duty medical system of the Navy, is struggling to cope. It's a larger number. This thing has gone on since 2001. It's going to go on even longer. And even after the shooting stops, the problems, the issues, they won't stop. Just in the last few weeks, there have been statistics out about Agent Orange and the Vietnam vets and the issues they have. When we send young men and young women forward to risk their lives, the commitment we have when they return does not end when they take that uniform off. It goes on and it goes on, and the question is, are we up to it? Can we afford it? And are we, the 99% of us who do not serve, are we up to it?
Well, I think that the issue here is that San Diego is thought of as a military town, and I'm wondering how particularly San Diego is equipped to deal with those vets who need our help.
I think it is equipped well. San Diego isn't just thought of as a military town. It is the preeminent military town in the United States. The VA Center is stepping up. The San Diego Medical Center, Navy Medical Center is stepping up. Private groups are stepping up. Is it enough? We'll see long term. San Diego State University, UC San Diego, stepping up to help the veterans get back into college or go to college with that new and relatively generous GI Bill.
There's a population of veterans, though, that you haven't specifically spoken about, and those are the homeless veterans. We understand more and more homeless veterans are being found on the streets. What programs are there to deal with that?
Oh, lots of programs out there. Enough? That's a good question. Veterans from all Cold War, Vietnam, even World War II are out there. And now we are seeing small numbers, and most of the evidence is anecdotal, but we're seeing some from Iraq and Afghanistan. And the question is, again, can we step up, particularly for those folks who may not be in that real bad spiral that sometimes occurs. Get them at the beginning when they've just started to slip through the cracks.
And those who haven't started to slip, those who are simply looking for a job, what help is there?
Well, there is help out there, but it's tough. There are stats that show that employment among returning veterans is much higher than among the similar demographic of civilians. Just yesterday, the governor inaugurated a program of the state to help these folks find jobs, to get them back into the economy.
All right. Well, we know that you followed the Camp Pendleton Marines very, very closely, and you've been to Iraq and Afghanistan with them. How have they fared recently in those places?
The fighting in Helmand Province is intense, and the battle is joined. And the Marines from Camp Pendleton are serving and sacrificing. We've had 24 dead in the last 6 weeks or so. More on its way. That battle is not over. If this is the foreign policy we want, hitch up your pants. It's going to take longer. Young men, young women from Camp Pendleton are going to die.
Thank you very much, Tony Perry.
My pleasure.